Hello and cheers to everybody who has tuned in. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Welcome to the low rent district of the vinyl community. Going to do a quick album review here, and that is on this album, Acoustics by Joan, Jett, and the Blackhearts. This was their record store day release. Now, there's a little sticker on here that I didn't really quite pay attention to until after I had it, but it says coming soon, the album Change Up, which is a 2 LP set with 20 additional acoustic tracks, which means, I don't know, that probably all these, but maybe 3 or so are going to also be on that, because I think there's 25 on there. There's 8 songs on this particular record. So, what do I think of it? Well, first off, I had to think kind of how I felt about the idea of an acoustic album by Joan Jett. Not particularly an artist that you would necessarily think, hey, that's a great idea to do an acoustic album by this artist. But the fact that I am such a fan of Joan Jett, one of my favorite artists, that I went ahead and got it. Even though I will say I was a little leery of it, but I picked it up. I mean, it was pretty reasonably priced. Let me read the titles of the songs here. There's, like I said, there's only 8. You have You Drive Me Wild. That's an early Runaway song, actually. You Don't Know What You've Got. School Days, Good Music, Fresh Start, I Hate Myself for Loving You, Androgynous, which is live in Los Angeles, and so is the song Bad Reputation. Both of those last 2 tracks are live versions from LA. So it's kind of a cool mixture of songs, and I think that's kind of what helped me make my decision. The fact that the song also Good Music is on there, and I really like that. And, I thought that would translate well. And so that's the thing here. How do these songs translate to acoustic versions? Some a little bit better than others. The song Good Music does a pretty good job of going to acoustic. Actually, the song You Drive Me Wild does really well on the acoustic version, and that really surprised me. Actually, Bad Reputation sounded pretty good acoustically, and that really surprised me because I thought that was a stupid idea to put that on there. Fresh Start was pretty good. You Don't Know What You've Got, that goes pretty well on there. Androgynous, that sounds fine acoustically. I'm just not the biggest fan of that particular song. It's okay. But while I like this particular album because I think it just shows a little bit of a different side of Joan Jett, and so it makes it unique. It does have a sound like you're right in the room there with Joan on the acoustic guitar. Of course, there's another guitar player with her playing the leads and stuff. And they do some occasional percussion to go along with it. Like a lot of times it's just, maybe hitting on a guitar type thing. There's no actual, like big drum set type thing going along. But it is acoustic. This is an acoustic album. And like I said, the sound is really good, I think. I think it has a really good sound, and it's just very real. It allows these songs to breathe. So I think it is pretty cool. Now, that being said, I don't know that there's any of these versions that I would prefer over their original electric versions, but it is kind of neat to have this and to be able to listen to a little bit different side. I think Joan still sounds pretty good on some of this stuff when she's going back. Her voice is obviously lower than it used to be, but she manages to go up in range, I think, on a lot of the songs on here, and she sounds pretty good. Sounds a lot more youthful than I was anticipating. Now, as far as a double LP that will be coming out at some point of all acoustic, I don't know. You know, that's kind of one of those things where that I'll probably get it, but it's not like I think I will ever listen to it from start to finish in one setting. It'll probably be, you know, hey, I'll listen to a side of this, and then some other time I'll listen to another side. Just because most artists, I think when I hear acoustic albums by them, it's more of a type thing where, you know, okay, I'll listen to it sometimes when I'm in the mood for it. Unless it's like, you know, somebody like Springsteen, of course, can do an acoustic album that's you want to listen to it and you love those versions, or maybe like a Neil Young or, you know, somebody like that. But anyway, you know, if you're a hardcore Joan Jett fan, I think you definitely want to get this. If you're somebody who just kind of mildly likes Joan Jett, probably not the album for you. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I ended up liking it. You know, I can't say it's amazing. It's never going to make my list of all-time favorite albums or anything, but as a Joan Jett fan, I enjoyed it. I really did like it. So there's my little bit of a review there. And I just want to thank everybody who tuned in. Till the next time, I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. And till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.